Yeah, y'all, I don't know what's up with IG, bro. Just trying to keep this phone. I didn't want to use my regular phone. Alright, so y'all can hear me then. I see the comments. So y'all can hear me. And y'all can see me. If you come in here and you can hear me and you can see me, can you just type a 1 in the chat? Type a 1 in the chat if you can see me and you can hear me. I gotta be off of here by 10:30, so praying that it all works out. Okay, 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 okay. So hopefully more people can will come on over here from hopefully more people come over from Instagram. IG might have messed up the emotion y'all was about to get out of me. It might have messed it up for y'all. No, we gonna see how this episode go. Y'all have me good and emotional. He gave me some time to get back hard, ready to punch a bitch. Nah, just I have not cussed on Bible and Blunts in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. I was working on a month. I ain't counting that one. I've been going too strong. I ain't counting that one. But anyway, y'all, what I was saying today is that what I was basically was saying was just that you feel me. 420 just is not an average day for me, right? He I lost two very, 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 very important people in this day. So for me, and I'm gonna try to bring Instagram back up just because I do be needing new people to tap in. I don't be wanting people to miss a word. Y'all, I don't know what this bump is. Like, I really got a bump on my face. Like, that's annoying. Just saw it today. I was brushing the kids' teeth. I'm like, man, I'll get this bump on my face this week. Bump. I think it's my phone. I don't think it's the internet. I think it's this other phone. It's like running out of storage. But I'm only putting this up just because I do know that there are people who don't know what Bible and Blunts is. And I just don't want them, to miss out. It's people who, they don't even know how to find me on YouTube, stuff like that. But anyway. So anyway, y'all, I got the blunt roll now. We can get into the vibes. We into the vibes now. I don't know why Instagram is hating and closing and coming back and social media trying to play with me. But today, I know what I want to talk to y'all about. Okay? I do know what I want to talk to y'all about. And that's why I started off by letting y'all know the significance that 420 had for me, because every 420 go like this. Every 420, I wake up and I'm happy. And then, like, I'm human. So I'm human. So you feel me? I have my moments where I think about my auntie and I think about my sister and I'm like, dang, they really gone. And this really the day that I lost them most. So it's like, it made me like, oh, I gotta get extra high. Right? I gotta get extra high. I lost two people that's just so important to me. Like, I can't even really put emphasis on it. Like, that's the first friend I ever lost. I never lost a friend. That was the first friend I ever lost. And this was a friend that she was like me for real. Siobhan was a lot like me. Like, when it comes to like not really caring about how people felt, just being you, being true to yourself, regardless how people felt. That was Siobhan, and that was me. Same with my aunt. Exact same thing. If you ever met my aunt, she not dimming her light for nobody. She don't care who you are, what you do, how you do it. She don't care how you feel. She not dimming her light for nobody. Right? So I just was like, I told myself, like, today, I just want to feel like them. Like, today I just want to smile for them. Today I just want to be happy for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole reason I even started my business, right, is because of my aunt. Like, she really pushed me to start my business. Our last conversation, she told me, like, people watching you. That was the first thing she told me, is that people watching me. She like, man, people watching you. This was 5 years ago. I ain't had no followers. I ain't had no business. I need y'all to hear this. I ain't had none of that. This was well before any of this. Before I was an entrepreneur, any of that, right? She told me, like, hey, you got people watching you. She like, Deja, that's her daughter. She like, Deja be showing me your Snapchat all the time. Like, she look up to you. And she just telling me how people look up to me. And she just like, you gotta follow with your heart. You gotta follow what you want to do, baby girl. That's what she was telling me. And me and my aunt had a lot of conversations, but she more so spit game to me about, like, real stuff, like females in the streets, and wearing the right kind of bras, and personal hygiene. She was real big on that. Like, that's what she would teach me. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, our last conversation was her just telling me, like, keep doing you. Like, do what really make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really was telling me that. She was telling me how people really look up to me, and I'm just like, I'm listening to her, but I'm thinking, like, this just my auntie. She's supposed to tell me that, right? It's my auntie. She gonna tell me that. But I didn't realize, like, for real, God was using her. God was literally using her as a vessel. That was what I needed. I needed that because he knew that after that I wasn't gonna see her again. He knew that after we left that baby shower, I wasn't gonna see my auntie again, right? Crazy thing is, she asked me to give her a ride. We had my brother's baby shower. She like, Asia, can you run me around the corner? I need you to run me to my house to go get. She told me she needed to go get something for my mom, right? Her house was like in the backyard, literally. Like, if you walk there, it would take 2 minutes. Like, her house was in the backyard of where the baby shower was at. But I'm like, all right, auntie, whatever you want me to take you, I'm gonna take you. So I took her, and the car ride was probably 5 minutes. Probably 5 minutes. I don't even think it was that. It was probably 4. And I took her to her house, and she, whatever she asked me to take her to get, she already had for real. So it was like, God was like, no, y'all just need that time real quick. Because she already had it in her purse. Whatever it was, I don't remember. It was either some weed. It was something she was running to her house to grab. And literally, she already had it in her purse. But God knew we needed that time, because after I lost her, I was like, of course, I get to thinking about our last conversation. What did we talk about? Of course, I told her I love her. I always told her I love her. But she was telling me, like, you got to do what you love. You got to do what make your heart happy. Like, because people watching you. Right? And then my sister, I was thinking about our last conversation. My sister that I lost, I buried her on 420. Our last conversation is, she was actually telling me how, y'all ain't gonna believe this. This was once again, I lost Siobhan in 2019. So I was a hairstylist. I wasn't doing hair yet, but I mean, I wasn't selling hair for real. Like, I had just started selling hair, right? And me and her last text messages was her texting me asking, is there any way? Oh my God, I just got chills because this is my first time even peeping this. Her last conversation to me was, sis, I know you don't offer this, but is there any way I could pay you to teach me This hair shit. That was me and my sister last conversation. And some of you, I might not get it. Y'all might be like, okay. But I need y'all to understand those last conversations and how they align with me 5 years later. How God used the people closest to you to let you know what He wants you to do. He knew that those was 2 conversations I would never forget because they was my last conversations with them. Right? So anytime I get weary and I get upset about my business, like some people don't know, my first business name is Labree's Trap 2.8. Labree is my middle name. Trap is because I always say once you get trapped, you ain't going nowhere else. Once you rock with me, you trapped. And then 2.8 is actually my aunt's birthday. Her birthday is February 8th, which is also the day I started my business, which was February 8th, 2018. So, like, she really pushed me to start my business because he knew that those was going to be 2 conversations. Good morning, Brooklyn. Those was 2 conversations I would never forget. I don't care I don't care what I go through, how I'm feeling, where I'm at. I would never forget those 2 conversations. And now, like real life, like real, like if you really think about what I'm doing right now, those are the 2 things I'm doing. I'm doing what I love. My auntie told me, do what you love because people are watching. Now, I didn't understand the significance in that at the time. I didn't understand. I really didn't until right now talking to y'all about it. If I'm being straight up, I didn't think about this morning. But now that I'm really thinking about it, it just makes sense. It makes so much sense. Like God is always working. But I want y'all to imagine if I told her I ain't had no gas that day. Imagine if I was too busy trying to be in somebody else's face. Imagine if I ain't had a confidence. I was nervous that she was going to tell me she ain't like my hair or something. Like, imagine that, because we got to think about this, man. Because my main message for today was just like, you got to appreciate people before they gone. You have to appreciate people before they gone. The worst thing you can do is let some people go and then you'll have all these woulda, coulda, shouldas. I should have answered the phone. I should have called her back. I should have checked on her. I shouldn't have held on to that. I should have just went over there. I shouldn't have said that to her. Right? I should have fixed. That'd be our main thought when somebody go. It's like, dang, what you should have, could have, and would have done. You got to appreciate people while they're here, man. People be gone so quick. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I was sitting at work. Nothing was wrong with my aunt. She was normal. I found out later that she had lupus, but that was something that she asked my mom not to tell me because I was in college. So I just didn't know, but she did have lupus. That's another reason. That's why my hair company started off purple. Because I ain't had no kids or nothing. Everything was based off her. That was all. I was doing it straight for her. I started off my business purple and silver. Right? So I was like, I forgot what I was just about to say because that just made me think about something else. But, I was going to say, I didn't know nothing was wrong with my aunt. I didn't know any of this until after she was gone. I didn't know that she had lupus, but that had nothing to do with her heart attack. And my heart told me it didn't. And I was at work, and my little brother called me. She has 2 kids. Deja and Bullet, if you know, you know them. Her 2 kids. And I was at work. He called me. Bullet called me. That's her son. He's the oldest son. He called me like, Asia. I'm like, what? He like, bro, my mom, bro, they trying to say she having a heart attack. I'm like, Bullet, what is you talking about? Good morning, Riri. I'm like, Bullet, what is you talking about, man? I was like, chill out. You know, they always say people having heart attacks when something happened. Like, what's going on? He like, Asia, bro, like she just like she fell and I pulled up and she just looking at me, bro. I don't know. She just looking at me. And he get to panicking. He like, what's your mom number? I need TT number. I need TT number. He asking for my mom number. I need TT number. So I gave him my mom number. And he hung up. And then like I'm texting in my family group chat, like, man, Bullet just called me tripping. He saying Auntie passed out. You know, we talking just normal, y'all, like just normal. My sister texted me back like, yeah, man, whatever they got going on, Auntie just got to chill out. She's stressing or whatever it is that got her doing all this. It's time for her to calm down. Then Bullet called me back. This time he was panicking a little bit more though. She wasn't gone yet, but at least I don't know. I don't know. But this time it was at the hospital when he called me. The first time he was in the car driving behind the ambulance. So she had fell. They called the ambulance. The ambulance came. Boom. He pulled up. He, following the ambulance, he calls me and tell me what's going on. So now the second time he called me, he's now at the hospital. And he just like panicking. He just like, Asia. He kept saying, Asia. I'm like, what? He like, I just don't know, man. My mom just looking at me, bro. She just looking at me. I don't know. She just looking at me. And I'm just like, Bullet, bro, just breathe. Like, Deja is his sister. So I'm like, just breathe. Where's Deja? Y'all both, like, you got to be strong. Like, just keep your head up. Just chill. Just play it out. See what the doctor say. Like, don't panic. Because I'm really just thinking, like, bro, you just don't think that far. At least I did. Because she never, like, to my knowledge, had any health issues or nothing. So I'm just like, she probably just stressing and passed out, and he get to screaming, like, he get to go crazy. I'm just like, hold on, I'm about to call my mom real quick or something. I said, hung up. And I just put my phone down. I'm at work. This is when I was working still, so I'm at work. So I try to go back to work, and then my sister called me, and I'm like, hello. And she didn't get to say it. She just was like, Asia, oh my God, Asia, oh my God, Asia, oh my God, Asia. She probably said it 10 times. She didn't say nothing else but, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And like, I just already knew it was up. And it just was all within about 10 to 20 minutes. And that's how life works. That's how fast, like, you can just go from just thinking that you could just call somebody any day to, I don't know when I'm talking to them again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never gonna talk. Ain't no, I don't know. It's over. Not until the afterlife. Right? So we gotta really take advantage of people, bro. We gotta quit holding on to things. One of my biggest, like, things that I'm the most grateful for is that I was at peace. I was at peace. I didn't feel any negative. Like, I know that I was good to my aunt. I know that I was good to my sister. I ain't had nothing that I regret. I don't have anything. And my biggest advice is to make sure that you can do the same, bro. And for my people that lost people, right? I need y'all to really, because listen, death is hard. Death is hard. And like, I ain't gonna say it get easier, but it's all about the way you think and the way you position it. This is real rap right here. Like, y'all hear that whole story I just gave, and how at some point, somehow, everything that was tied to it turned to something light. Right? Literally, everything. Everything that I found some kind of way to just change it to something bright. And that's what we got to learn how to do out of every situation. Yeah, I was salty that was our last conversation, but I made sure to use that as leverage. I said, oh, okay, well, what did she tell me to do last? Let me turn that into something big. Let me turn that. Okay, so if my aunt could see it, if my aunt can tell me that people watching me, I gotta do what I love. She gave me the play. She told me it straight up. She didn't even know it. She just talking, letting God use her. Right? And I said, okay, well, let me use that, because I know God ain't make that happen for no reason. God ain't make me give her that ride for no reason. He didn't do that. So let me pay attention to this conversation. So some of y'all are so worried. Even if the situation is that you said something you regret, why you still talking to people like that then? Why you still hold grudges like that then? Why ain't you fixing these situations that you currently have? This person passed away, you wish you did that. This person passed away, you wish you did this. This person passed away, but you still out here treating people crazy. You still out here holding grudges. This is why I'm so big on that. I'm not letting nobody die, and I gotta feel that guilt. I'm not doing that. I'm not losing my loved one and allowing my pride. Okay, y'all need to get in that Bible. If you still got a lot of pride, you ain't, I don't know what Bible you reading. My team know what's cracking with me. Every time we come across something that got to do with pride, I'm highlighting it because you got to put that pride away. That pride of how you messed up, that pride of how you broke, that pride of how you stressed, that pride of how you depressed, that pride of how you inconsistent, that pride of how you lacking, that pride of how you in miserable relationships. Yeah, you thinking your pride is keeping you out of them. Whole time your pride is attracting you to people who, come on, man. People that don't deserve you, dog. You in friendships you don't want to be in. Relationships you don't want to be in. But your pride, because you already done told the world he's so good. You done told the world she make you feel so good. You done told the world she's so loyal. You done told the world. You done told the world. You done told the world. So now your pride won't let you say, I don't care what I told everybody else. I know what I feel. I don't care what nobody else think. This is real. Y'all can think I'm joking if y'all want to. Put that pride away. You got to put the pride away and bring that humility out. Bring that humbleness out. Really, like, humility and humble is like hand in hand. You got to have some humility for people to consider you humble. Because humble is really people not feeling as if you think you're above them. That's all that is. When somebody say you humble, that mean they feel like they comfortable around you. That you ain't making nobody feel like they less than. You just chill. You just chilling. You just vibing. She said people don't want to look like a fraud, but that pride is what makes them fraudulent. Exactly. Exactly. Your pride got you fronting. How you so prideful that you out here lying? The thing is, real pride, like if you really got pride within yourself and you proud of who you are, see, it's a difference between proud and pride. I think we kind of confused the two, so I'm going to break it down real quick. See, you can have pride. I mean, you can be proud. Let me say that right. You can be proud of who you are. You can be proud of your relationship. You can be proud of your job. You can be proud of your skin. You can be proud of your hair. But pride, right? So you can be proud of these things. Yeah, I'm proud I got good hair. I'm proud that I'm in a healthy relationship. I'm proud that I'm able to conceive. I'm able to, conceive children. I hope that's the right word. Produce children, right? But my pride will make me say statements like, "Y'all wish y'all hair looked like this. You wish." Oh, well, nah, I ain't got nothing to make your crazy faces, all of that. That's pride. It's the difference between being proud of something and having pride, and we love confusing the two. Right? It's the difference between cockiness and confidence. And it's a plain difference, and we be playing crazy like we don't get it. And some people really don't. Some people confusing, like, some people think that somebody being cocky and they really just confident. Because some people who think that they just being confident and they sound cocky. Right? And depending on who you talking to, good morning, Nay. And depending on who you talking to, see, look. And this is why it starts with your heart. Your heart is what determines whether or not you're talking with pride or because you're proud. Your heart determines that. I was prideful too, Nay. She said, I thank God for changing me. I was definitely prideful. Me too, sis. That's why I can speak so confident on this. See, your heart is what's going to determine whether or not you're speaking out of being proud of yourself or out of pride. Okay? Because other people, it ain't really what other people say. Because, see, somebody could be lacking confidence, so they feel like you being cocky, but you're really just confident in yourself. Okay? But the difference is with your heart and why you're saying it. You know, and God know why you, excuse me, excuse me. You and God both know why you made that statement. I'm, I'm trying to tell y'all something. This is what really determines whether or not it's pride or proud. It's really it ain't about how other people, because people gonna feel how they want to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people are already looking for you to say something wrong, so whatever you say, they gonna twist it. It really don't matter what you say, how you say it, when you say it, where you say it. They're going to twist it. Okay, but the big determining factor between you and God is gonna be, why did you say it? What was your intent? Like when you made that statement, did you say, "Oh, I'm about to sugar honey iced tea on them," or was you just like, "Oh, I really do like this outfit, and I want the world to see it"? Right. So it's all about that heart and what God feel, what God know, like how what He know you said it for, to say the least. She said, "So my question is the person just not comfortable with your growth and how proud you are of yourself, and they just lack, so they think you're boasting?" I would say this: most of the time, yeah. A lot of the time. A lot of the time. Don't know, my tongue get to just. A lot of the time, uh, in my opinion, if I'm just speaking, like say for instance, like for me, if y'all know about my Miami trip I had, right? When I was there, I was just speaking, I was like, hey, I'm proud of who I am. And if you know me, I will say that to anybody. I'm proud of the person I became. You feel me? But in the same breath, I'm gonna tell you, like, so now these are the things I did, and I promise you, if you just do this gonna change this about you. And if you struggling in this area, this what you can do, right? Y'all already know how I get down, right? And some people, they attracted to me, and they just was like, "Oh yeah, I need you to teach me." Some people, I end up coaching them, and others was like, "No, you just too cocky. You way too cocky. I'm cool on you." I'm cool on you. You think you are that in a bag of chips. But the thing is this, what we gotta understand in life, this is why no matter how they feel, listen to this. This is why I go back to what I just said. That part don't matter at the end of the day. What matter is why you did it. Because if you know that you literally didn't get up there to make nobody feel no kind of way, and you literally just dropped 50 gems for free that people paying you, what? Then you can walk away from that and say, well, that's how you took it. That's how you took it. But for these people who want to get coached, yeah, let's rock out. Let's go on and grow together. Right? But if you know you went up there and you know you was up there on some funny stuff, and you know you was trying to prove a point to people, and you know you was making side comments, that's when your mind continue to think, was I wrong? Was I wrong? Was I wrong? Because you know that you had a little bit of an ill intent in there. So I feel like it always comes back to why you did it. As long as you know that you didn't do it with a negative intent, and you know that you were just literally being you. This is who I am. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of my growth. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Some people love it. Some people gonna hate it. But God didn't create us to please people. He made us to please Him. And as long as you pleasing Him, He gonna align you with the people He needs you to further please, or that's the thing. This is why it all comes down to pleasing Him. Because if we get too stuck on pleasing people, we'll be messed up, because we out here trying to please people that God never even planned on us pleasing. Hate to say it. So you're never happy. They're never happy because you wasn't meant to please them. God, like, girl, I didn't want you to be with that man. I didn't want you to be with that woman. I didn't want what? Girl, you was supposed to be with her, not her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how he move. He be like, nah. And you'll keep on suffering, and you like, what? No, you ain't meant to please everybody. But as long as you're pleasing God, He gonna align you with exactly who He wants you to please. And I'm real confident in that because I went through a season of just like, dang, why I feel like everybody against me. I literally went through a season of like, dang. I just felt like everybody was against me. Okay? This was right before my social media blew up. I was like, dang, I remember I went on this basically like a rampage. I snapped. I was on there going crazy, just talking like, yeah, just saying how I felt for real, right? And that same day, I kid y'all not, this was right before the pandemic, or it might have been, it was after the pandemic because I lived here. Like during the pandemic, but it was like, it was 2020, right? Like the summer or somewhere around then. I don't know if I was pregnant or I had just had the baby, just had Champ, but I know it was in 2020, and I like I just snapped and just told, I just was like, y'all are right. Like, I don't like coming home because this and this. I don't like being here because this and this. Like, I was just saying how I felt, right? I just felt like everybody was against me. And then that same day, I unfollowed like almost 100 people. Like, I just went through and everybody who I just felt a negative energy from, unfollow. Because I just was like, why am I still staying attached to these people? Why am I? You know what I'm saying? Why? And the moment I did that, I feel like that's when God was like, okay, now you taking a step towards what I've been wanting you to do. I swear to God, y'all. So I was like, all right. So I unfollowed all them people, and then I just started like actually looking at people who I could tell motivated me. Like I started to say, no, all right, enough of that. Like, okay, why am I steady watching their story? All I'm doing is watching their story and talking about them. I'm literally watching their story just so I can say something negative. What is that doing for me? There's no reason for me to follow these people. And then I already know that when they watch my story, they looking for something to talk about too. Why are we watching each other's story? No. So this is when I used to be on Snapchat a lot. I just really don't use Snapchat now. Barely. So I unfriended like probably like 100 people. I kid y'all not. And then like within the next month or two, next thing you know, I started to shift towards like Instagram, Facebook, and that's when my Instagram started blowing up, right? So the thing is, when you show God that you're serious and you actually take a step towards whatever it is you're asking for, like I started telling Him, like I just wanted more. I knew that I wanted more. I was asking Him for me to make 100,000, and I was doing the work, but I was still connected to people that God was like, "Why are you connected to them? If you want to make 100,000, I don't want you connected to them. They don't deserve to know how to make 100,000. Get them away, right?" So as I started to remove those people, then next thing you know, I'm reaching my goal closer and closer. $10,000 a week, 10,000. Like I mean, it was crazy the way my business started growing, and it was like God was just like, "See, that's all I wanted you to do was just show me, right?" And in my heart, I believe that's why I was able to hit that because He was like, "See, this is all I wanted you to do." You gotta remove people. But when you remove people, that's when you're making room for God to bring people in. So we get so nervous. We get so nervous of just like wanting to remove. I mean, nervous of what's gonna happen if we remove. Oh my God, they gonna feel this. Oh my God, who am I gonna call? Who am I gonna talk? God, listen, God, just call God. Okay, He's gonna put who needs to be in your life where they need to be, when they need to be. Sometimes you don't need people. You don't always need people. We be in this mindset that we need. You don't need nobody truthfully, but you and God in certain seasons. I'm gonna be straight up. Even if you married, you can be in so many situations, and there's still gonna be a season where you only need God. Okay, I went through a season where it was me and God, and I was right here in this house with my man and both of my children. Okay, it happens. I was still a wife the whole time, but you know, 10% of life is what happened to you, and the other 90% is what you do with it. Other people's negative opinions don't matter. Period. Hey, Tiffany. Coach, I'm glad you got out of that mindset because I probably wouldn't have been connected to 360 and girl like I have been. Y'all better join the gang. We growing and glowing. Period. Oh yeah, somebody messaged me yesterday about being mentored. I need to message her back. Yes, join my mentorship 360 Wealth. We gotta hit 50 people. Oh wait, April is 40, but May is 50. But either way, we trying to get 10 people this month. So who joining 360 Wealth is the question. Come get this real mentorship, this real growth. Okay. See what this godly life is like. We love God over here. Like we really, really love God in 360. And I love it. I love how much we love God. Oh, Nay. Did you message me back? You messaged me back at 3 in the morning, didn't you? I forgot to play it. She said I need to book a coaching call. Because I was actually thinking if you're not available, well, let me see what you said. We're about to see. We're going to talk. But you know I would love to do a coaching call with you. Or a business call. It's Kai. Come on, Kay. Or Kai. Come on, join 360. Period. Gang, gang, gang. We're going to Miami. Trish with the... That's Trish with that wagon. Hey, Trish. But yes, y'all. I forgot what I was even saying right there. I honestly did. I done forgot. But either way, what I was saying is... What was I saying, y'all? Y'all got me off track when y'all start talking about 360. Let me look at the comments. Oh, I was saying your mindset. Yeah, so you have to make room. Like, we be praying and telling God we want these connections. God, I want more business friends. I want to attract this kind of customer. I want to attract this kind of, and the reason and the way that you're able to attract that is by putting it out. So we want to attract positive people. You can't be out here being negative. You can't be out here just talking smack and every time you're around people, they getting this negative energy from you. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that and then think God's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send some positive people your way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I felt so different since I joined. Like, this is literally the best thing I've done for myself. Yes, Jada. She our newest member at 360. She's the newest member at 360. She said, yes, I learned the hard way. Exactly. And that's the worst thing, because the thing is this, God's going to show you regardless. And I hate to say that, but he's going to show you. See, it's either you ask him and you listen and you just be obedient. That's the easier route. People don't be getting that. That's the easier route, is just to ask, receive, be obedient. And then next thing you know, you actually going to have that fulfillment. It's a little bit of fear. Good morning, sis. The quadrant. It's big. About to 31. Big 31 in this. But, right, it's easier. I don't know, I ain't going to say easy. It ain't easy, but it's going to be easier than have to go. And in the beginning, it may not seem easier, because the thing is this, you got to get uncomfortable, right? Think about it. When you're really ready to lose weight and you get to hitting that gym, ooh, wait. We all know how our body feel that first week. Be real. You can play crazy if you want to. We know how our body feel that first, as it says Big 420. But we know how our body feel, right, on that first week. But next thing you know, by that third week, you like, let's add some weight to this. This lightweight. And that's how this walk get with God. Y'all know I don't lie to y'all for real, man. When you start walking with God and you really be obedient, it starts to get easier. Man, who is at the door? Oh, I think he just ordered some TLC products. But yeah. Right? It get easier. The more and more you walk with him, you be like, oh, okay, God. Because your discernment gets stronger. And now you like, oh, wait, no, I'm tripping. That ain't me. That's God. Oh, no, that ain't God. That's me. I'm tweaking. It's so easy. The deeper you get, and the more, and then you gonna have those moments, because we humans. See, sometimes we just think everything just cookies and cream. No, we humans. So, hey, we gonna have those moments where we like, wait a minute. Am I tripping? Like, everybody do it, okay? It don't matter how much God and Bibles you read. We all gonna have them moments where we kind of like question some things, but it's just about being able to fix it. You can't get deep into that. You can't be like, oh, God, God, and then you get to going negative, negative, negative. You can't do that. Nah, it got to be like a quick correction. Like you got to be like, I'm gonna just do this, and then by the time you on your way there, you like, nah, let me go on and go home. It ain't even worth it. You can't get there, get drunk, get to drive. You can't get all deep in like that. That ain't the way to go. But when you understand, you know, we're going to have them thoughts. You're going to have tests, temptation. Oh, temptation is real. And for some reason, when we think of temptation, we more so just think about, like, sex. Like, ooh, I thought about cheating. Baby, I'm here to tell you, temptation is so much bigger. Hey, my brother in this thing. What's going down, man? But, right, temptation is so much bigger than just sex. As soon as we hear the word temptation, it's like, oh, he was thinking about having sex. That's not what it is. Temptation is the temptation to do anything, the want to do anything that you know you shouldn't. Whether it's eating something you shouldn't, whether it's smoking when you shouldn't, whether it's not reading the Bible when you should, whether it's drinking when you shouldn't. It is literally the temptation to do anything that you know that you should not do. And I'm here to tell you that temptation is real. And the reason, you're going to get temptation for the rest of your life. But this is why faith got to be so much stronger. Because that's all the enemy and God do. They funny. They kind of like go back and forth. They both be tempting you. Some people ain't going to like to hear this, but both of them going to tempt you. God tempting you because he want to make sure you going to hold it, you know, you going to hold your end. Right? Think about it. Well, I don't know the exact verse that we read, but literally God said I'm going to allow Satan to try Job. He let him. He was like, oh, what you think is sweet? Try it. Try it. I already know how he coming. Go ahead. He literally gave him permission. And that's what I'm saying. So God is literally going to tempt you because he like, go ahead. He got so much faith, and that's how you want him to be, but you can't fold when he got that kind of faith in you. Uh-oh. You got to know what kind of God we serve. He ain't putting nothing up against you that you can't handle. Right? Like, it's really the way you want to think about it. Let me see with my sister. He's always testing us, and the devil is always tempting us. There we go. That's the one. Because really, both of them are the same actions. If y'all get what I'm saying. Like, the test is from God because you only want to pass. Like, the goal is to not do whatever the enemy wanted you to do, right? So the enemy is testing you. I love that. I love what Elizabeth just said. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because they're going to be the same actions. Anytime that God is testing you, that's the enemy tempting you. Because that's the only way that he can make sure that you are with him. If you get what I'm saying. He got to use something that he know you shouldn't do so that he could say, okay, yeah, she going to choose me over that. And anything that's not of him is of who? Come on. We got to act like we know something here. Right? That was a banger right there. That was a banger for sure. Yeah, the enemy is tempting you while our Father is testing us. And we just got to pass the test. And that's literally it. That's the key. That's the key to a good life. And we all working on it now. I ain't say I'm there. But I know the key to a good life is literally passing the test. Joy. Think about it. Joy. What I tell y'all joy mean? If you know what joy mean, type it in the comments. Who know what joy mean? Joy is the key to happiness. And what does joy stand for? Everybody gonna answer on YouTube. I don't know who on Instagram. They might not know. Hey, Coach Ablaza. What does joy stand for? There we go. See, the YouTube gang lit. Instagram is over here stuck. Yeah. Joy stands for just obedience, y'all. I was asking God, like, what do you want me to tell them? Like, what do joy mean? What do joy mean? He was like, it's just obedience, y'all. He said, tell it to him just like that. I said, okay. Listen, y'all want to know what joy is? Y'all want to know the key to being joy? It's just obedience, y'all. And I bet you, anytime that you searching for peace and you searching for joy, you go understand, like, oh yeah, I just need to listen to God. I just need to be obedient to what He want me to do. So let me go on and ask God if you got sense. Because if you really think about it, that is how you pass the test. You literally pass the test by saying, okay, let me be obedient to what God wants. That's the test. The test is, are you going to be obedient? We be overthinking stuff. Literally, the test is, are you going to be obedient? I really don't. We be literally like, what is the test? Like, what is God trying to see here? What is He trying to... Why did Ohio State just call my phone? That's my business phone, though. They ain't got my business number. I don't know what that was. But we literally are always asking ourselves, what is God trying to see? God, what are you trying to... It ain't that hard. We overthink it. All that God, forever, if you can remember this forever, that all that He is trying to see is if you're going to be obedient. You'll be all right. We'll be overthinking everything. Just be obedient. Just stop doing stuff you know you're not supposed to. Stop making decisions before you get confirmation from Him. See, because sometimes we'll be like, how do I know if I'm being obedient? Stop making decisions based on yourself. See, sometimes He got to use me because He know I'm a little bit more raw with it and straightforward. But that's it. Instead of being so quick to make decisions, start being like, okay, hold on. All right. Before I get this, God, what you want me to do? God, should I apply for this job? I'm going to apply, but God, if they call me back, I'm going to wait and see if you want me to actually work there. Next thing you know, you go to work the next day, your manager like, yeah, we're thinking about cutting some people. You like, shit. Except, because God going to send that confirmation, but if you too eager and impatient, right, you will miss your blessing. You get to making decisions before Him. Before Him, you got to let that kishishi. You got to listen for Him. Like, it's okay to just wait. We get so eager. Trust me, I've been there. I still be like, oh, God, you taking a little long now. Are you sure? But if you just be patient, He always gonna show up because He know your heart. So if God know you waiting, He gonna show up. He ain't like our daddies. All right. Your daddy ain't like that. Okay, my bad. My bad. I have to say that. I'm a little bit high just to second blood. But when He say He gonna show up, He gonna show up. He ain't playing with us. Some people, mamas like that. All right, let me be quiet. I'm doing too much. All right, the weed man. We gonna use the weed man. He ain't like the weed man. You know the weed man to be on that way for 2 hours, bro. You be like, I could have had 4 weed mans pull up by now, right? And I had to use something that ain't gonna trigger too much. But for real, if God know you waiting, He gonna show up. You don't have to get nervous when you really got faith. You don't gotta be all nervous like, what if He don't? It's never a what if. That's the crazy part. Ain't that crazy? It's never a what if with Him. It's only a what if you make it a what if. And that mean, we know what that mean if you saying what if to God. I know that y'all know what that mean, don't y'all? And I don't know about y'all, but I ain't playing that kind of game with him. I ain't doing that. I'm not asking him what if nothing. I don't want to know no what ifs. What if it work? That's all I want to know. What if he show up? Ain't no nothing else. He's showing up. I ain't even saying what if. Okay. So you gotta have faith. You gotta have patience. You can't even try to walk with God without no patience. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all something. That is the hardest part. If you ask me, patience is the hardest part of walking with faith, walking with Christ. Can y'all believe we gotta do Bible and Bun 7 days strong? Who gonna finish this fast 7 days? We on day 3. We lit. Some of y'all ain't even realize it. I ain't even supposed to be here today. I'm supposed to be out here. But I'm here. We gotta go strong, y'all. I already know the fast, too. I already know the fast. Oh, dang. What was the writing task? He gave me the writing task this morning, too. Oh, I had the writing task. Like, I already had it. It should come back to me. Oh. I know what it is. I'm going to be in the building. I love the freestyle word because it's like God talks through you. Exactly. That's why I love it, too. All right, let's get in the Bible, though, y'all. It's 10:24, 10:25. I got an appointment at 11. Y'all know what time it is. I don't feel like explaining it. If you new here, you just new here. It's like, nah. Hey, if you new here, too bad. It's like, nah, right here you gotta guess where we gonna land in the Bible, y'all. What book? Right. We gonna land in Mark, John, Jacob, where we gonna land? Where we gonna land? Where we gonna land? Cause God got a plan. But where we gonna land? 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 Y'all wanna guess? Alright, I'm gonna just open this thing up. Ah, Lord. What's the odds of that, y'all? She said Revelation. We was talking about Revelation in our Bible book club yesterday. Where y'all think we gonna land today? She said this writing task been digging deep. Psalm, Hebrews. Where y'all think we gonna land today? Where y'all think we gonna land today? Where y'all think we gonna land today? I think we landed in Job today, but where y'all think we gonna land today? Hey, Adriana. Happy 420. She said we landed in Luke. Fee said we landed in Luke. Jess said we landed in Mark. Eliza said we in Proverbs. All right. Good one, staff. Romans. I don't think we landed in Romans before. We landed in Romans once. All right. This is the page. Luke. Who said Luke? Oh, Fee. Fee said Luke. Man said Corinthians. We landed in Luke. We landed in Luke today. Let's see what word. She said, who know a producer for Coach? Girl, bye. I remember this verse too. I remember this verse. Luke chapter 7, verses 41 and 42. Okay? This is a really good, like this whole chapter is really, really good. But I'm going to read the part that it took me to, which was 41. So Luke chapter 7, verse 41. And it said, there was a certain creditor which had two debtors, right? So it was two people that owed them something, right? One owed him 500 and the other owed him 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he forgave both of them. Tell me therefore, which of them will love him most? So Simon answered and said, I suppose that he, to whom that he forgave most. So basically, he loved, basically, he was saying he loved the one who he forgave most. And then he answered and said, you have rightly judged. So basically, saying, like, you just cast judgment. So let's go back to 41. There was a certain creditor which had two debtors. So basically, there was a person who had two people that owed him money. Okay? A creditor who had two people that owed him money. One of them owed him 50 and one of them owed him 500. And neither one of them had what they owed. Neither one of them had what was owed. And God still forgave both of them. Okay? Though that is basically exactly what those two verses said. And then he asked him, like I said, which one do you think which one do you think he loved most? So what this really means, well, first let me ask, what did y'all get from that? Did anybody understand the message from that? There was two people that owed him something. One owed 50, one owed 500. And neither one of them came correct. Both of them came up short. And he forgave both of them. So what is the message that you get out of that story? Knock, knock. We are in Luke. We are not in Revelations. The intention to pay was there. They just didn't have it. Mm-hmm. Anybody else? Where you at, Adriana? He gave to them knowing he may not get it back. And the one that was forgiven the most will love him the most. Okay. So, exactly. She said so their heart was in the right place. Okay. Because they wanted to pay. Mm, I love that. So I'm going to say what I got from this message. Pretty much what I got from this message is that there is no weight on, like, God gonna forgive you regardless. He's not gonna say, oh, because you owe this much or because your sin. See, when I read this, I went straight to the how much the sin would cost. Like, how big is the sin? Like, just because my sin is bigger than your sin don't mean that God gonna forgive me and not you. Right? We was reading Luke chapter 7, verse 41 and 42. I was just asking, did anybody get a message from that? But I was explaining it now. So he basically said that there were two people that owed him money. One owed 50, one owed 500. And he was like, he forgave both of them. And I agree. I agree with she and I agree with both of y'all because that's exactly what it is. You and Stephanie both hit it on the head. Like, he gave it to him already knowing what's up. He gave it to him off the strength of there's a chance that I may not get it back. That's how God understands that. You know what I'm saying? He know what's up. He know that it's a risk dealing with us. He know that we're human. He already know that there's a chance of us letting him down. right? But he's so forgiving that no matter what the price is, as long as you, at least they showed up. You see what I'm saying? That's what she ended up talking about. She was like, they had the good intentions. They had a good heart. So he still forgave both of them. They both still showed up. They ain't say, oh, we owe him money. We ain't going. We ain't even gonna meet up with bruh. He gotta find us. They was like, look, they came to him. And I feel like the big word in this is just, that's all he wants you to do. Just come to him. If you don't, you feel me? If you ain't got it, all right, you came up short, all right, you did something you shouldn't, all right. Let God know that you at least know you was wrong. You know what I'm saying? He know that it's a risk. That's why he risked. That's why he gave his son up. He knew. He was like, look, I already know what they about to be on. I already know how these people about to come, so I need you to. And he was willing to risk his own child. Come on, man, we gotta wake up. Exactly, because of our hearts. She said, I feel like God already know when we gonna mess up, but he still has mercy on us because of our hearts. Yep. Accountability for your sins. Yes. Come on, y'all. You gotta hold yourself accountable. I told y'all we serve a show me God, so we gotta at least show him. We gotta acknowledge the fact that we know we messed up. You can't be out here just thinking, oh, I know that God gonna forgive me, so I can just do whatever I want. God, you trying to play him like a lame? Imagine if somebody was treating you like that. Imagine if somebody was treating you like that. Just telling you like, I already know you gonna forgive me, so it is what it is. I'm gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna smack you up a few times. I ain't gonna acknowledge it though. Like, you gonna cook me breakfast tomorrow, right? You still gonna give me life tomorrow. I ain't gonna tell you, even though I know you mad at me right now. But I know I ain't really gotta say nothing to you. It's cool. You still got me. You still gonna make sure I pay my bills. You still gonna take care of me, my kids. Imagine that. See, we so selfish. We don't really be thinking of it like that. That's playing with God doing that. Can't play with him like that. Okay? So the message for today, like we said, it was Luke chapter 7, verse 41 and 42. And the main message that I got from this is just that one sin does not weigh more than the other. You know, just come to God. Let him know, you feel me? And he's going to forgive you. He forgave both of them. One owed 50 and one owed 500. That's a big difference. Right? That's 10 times. And he still forgave him. He still was like, all right, man. Even though you owe me this and you owe me 10 times that, I'm going to just forgive both of y'all because I know where y'all heart at. Y'all both still showed up. Y'all at least came and let me know y'all ain't have it. So, all right. It ain't no bad blood. Let's keep it pushing. Then he asked his homeboy, like, who you think? And his homeboy talking about the one who owed more. And God, like, no, you just cast judgment. Why you even doing that? It ain't got nothing to do with how big. It's just the fact they came. It's just their heart. It ain't about if it was 50 and 500. It's just the principle. See, God is a principle person. That's what I'm learning too. And that's why I really mess with him because I'm big on principle. So when I read the Bible, I be like, oh, he all about principle. He don't care about the numbers in between. It's the principle. That's all the Bible is a book of principles. That's it. They call them parables. It's really just a bunch of laws, a bunch of like just principles, like things that you really just guidelines that you just thinking like, yeah, okay, that don't make sense. It's really common sense in a way, but it just gives you different ways to reiterate different principles. God is a principle God. He real like, nah, but it's the principle. I don't care if it was a penny. I told you give him a penny. You right. So you saying it's just a penny, so why you ain't give it to him? That's how God is. He like, no, it's the principle. I did not know you was gonna be on today. Please post this. Happy 420 for those that don't smoke every day. Happy 420. Yes, so we're doing a fast right now. I'm on here 7 days strong. Shiana talking about, this is my coach, y'all. Period. So we are about to go over the fast and we're about to pray out. Again, if you are interested in joining 360 Wealth, that is my mentorship. Those are the girls that I coach every week / every day, because I do talk to them every day. We have a Bible study, Bible book club. You get your 360 Wealth shirts. It's just an amazing community of just growing women. If you are interested in growing, honestly, right, and just being a part of my community, you can click the link in my bio and join 360 Wealth. You will not regret it. That's all I can say. I can say that with I can say that with 1,000% confidence. You won't regret it. Okay. So, girl, you be on point. I'm just saying. Gotta give props. Thank you. Tell me I never played about my coach. Period. So, yes, if you didn't watch this all the way through, I highly recommend for you to watch the beginning. I'm glad I didn't save the part where I was crying. I ain't got time for y'all to be sitting all them tears and stuff. Just get the word. God let me express it real quick. And if you was there, you caught it. But if not, sorry, because he made me restart. So the tears and stuff, you missed it if you wasn't there. But anyways, the fast. So this is day 3. This is day 3 of our Bible and Blunts fast. This is our second fast of 2022. This is so dope. Second fast of the year. And of course, it's during the week of 4/28. That's so crazy. Y'all nervous? That's so funny. Cause yesterday he didn't make us do nothing related to weed, and I was like, what? So I was like, I already know what he gonna do. On 4/20, he already told me this the first day. It's the crazy part. So anyway, it's not too crazy, y'all. Talking about day tree. She irritated. So today's fast is Stephanie is hilarious. Look at her comment. I thought it was really loaded. Now she is hilarious. Okay, so today's fast, the first thing is y'all nervous. Okay, the first thing is actually I want you to write like a letter to 4. Sorry. I'm so sorry. 4. I need you to write letters to 4 of your loved ones who passed away. It don't matter how long, how short, even if you just want to say one thing or you got a lot that you just want to get off your heart and say to them. 4 of your loved ones who passed away. This is going to feel good, I promise y'all. So I want you to pick 4 of your loved ones who passed away, and you are going to write a letter to them today. Okay? The second thing that y'all know it's 3 things always. The second thing today is going to be, yesterday we did no bread. Today is going to be no red meat. Okay? So no beef, no pork, no lamb, nothing red. Some of y'all, that's going to be easy. I haven't been eating red meat in a while either, so that was cool to me. Okay? And we know it's 4/20. But y'all cannot, I'm just joking. He ain't say we couldn't talk today. He ain't say that. But he did say between the hours of 12 and 4:20. 12 p.m. So noon and 4:20 p.m. You can only smoke one. For some of us that'll be easy. But for some of us, that's like, dog. First he said we couldn't at all. Then I just was like, oh, she said, oh, this is gonna make me cry all day. I'm gonna do this afterward. Good thing I took some chicken out last night because steak was last night. Ooh, steak sounds so good. I ain't had no steak in them. So that's the fast, y'all. See, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. We chilling today. It ain't too bad. It's a little something, but it ain't too bad. So let's pray out. This was a great 420. We about to pray out. Okay. Father God, I come to you today with an open heart and an open mind. I thank you today for everyone who was able to hear my voice, whether it was live or later on. Today was a great episode, God. Today, I just thank you for allowing me to just release how I feel. Today's episode is dedicated to my sister and my aunt. Today, I want to include also my sister, Ny'Asia, into our prayer, God. I'm asking that you just touch her. I'm asking that you heal her. I'm asking that you just clear her mind and bring her peace. I'm asking for anyone who's under my voice right now who's feeling any kind of pain or hurt or anger. I'm asking that you lighten their load, you lighten their heart, and that today you just give them a peace of mind. Today I ask that you allow them to lean on you and not their own understanding. Today I ask that you allow anyone who's under my voice and that's participating in our fast to actually release how they feel to their ancestors and to their loved ones who have passed over and joined you, God. We understand the importance of just speaking on how we feel, getting over how we feel, and using that as leverage, God, because we know that anything you put us through was purposeful. It has purpose in it. No matter how much pain was attached to it, we know that there was also purpose attached to it. So God, I just asked you for clarity, for peace of mind, for strength, obedience, and of course discernment. In your name we pray. We know that through you all things are possible. We trust you. We thank you. We love you. In your name we pray. Amen. That was juicy. That was juicy. Y'all know I'm trying to. That was a juicy part, right, y'all? Alright, drop some heat if y'all ready to kill this fast today. If y'all are ready to write these letters and y'all just ready to breathe and just, give it to God. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Have a great Wednesday. I will see y'all tomorrow at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me here. Beat me here. Ooh, first letter is to my son. Prayers. I love this song. This is so beautiful. I just love 360. You got it, Shiana. That's going to be an amazing